Alright, guys. It's Dokkan time. It is finally Dokkan time after I don't even know how long. How many people here? How's everyone doing? How are you all doing today? You got Bringer. You got Nav. How y'all doing? Nell, what's up? Zach the Gray. Sun Yin, what's up, man? Scythe, how's it going? FaZe has a new profile image and a new name. I've been gone for a while. People changing their profile pictures and their names almost everywhere. Epic Memes, how you doing, dude? Meme Clam, what's up? I'm doing alright. I'm mostly recovered. I'm recovered enough. I've recovered enough, basically. I've recovered literally just enough. I still do have a bit of a lungs issue. You're no longer Pokemon Professor. That's okay. You don't want to be a professor. You want to be FaZe. So how's everyone been enjoying the 9th anniversary while I've been stuck in bed for last week? That 134 stones, yeah, right? I went for the discounts on 17 and 18. That was a bad idea. Should never have done that. There was no reason to do that. I was gonna see if I could get a private server downloaded so I could rock Gogeta and Broly, though. Let me see if I can try and get KX rolling. If I can get KX rolling, then I can probably do a little bit of stuff. I have not actually, like, I've watched a couple of videos with Broly and Gogeta, but I haven't really used them yet. In full savings mode, I believe it. You can't talk. You did a multi on the bait banner with Future Gohan. Yeah, I did too. That bait banner with Future Gohan was real, man. That was crazy. I couldn't believe how much of a bait that banner was. I got literally shafted completely and utterly on that. It was so bad. Like, if you go to my Twitter profile, it'll show you what I got out of there, and it was absolutely disgusting. Like, it was such a bad bait. Like, don't get me wrong. If you got lucky, you got some like Carnival LRs, but it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. 17 and 18 is not worth it at all whatsoever. Not at all. But how's everyone's week been? I feel like I haven't talked to any of you guys in like a week or like a week plus, actually, because I had to skip last week, so that means it's been 2 weeks since I've actually had a stream going. You finally pulled both Gogeta and Broly. 55%, 12K, Sonyin. How many? What? 12K? Is that a typo? Did you put an extra digit in there? Did you accidentally put the K in there? You did all three and got nice. Nice meme. I'm glad you got lucky with yours. Your Broly's 55% after 700s. I'm glad some people got them. I'm happy for you guys. For real. You meant 12K? Jesus, my condolences. My condolences. I'm sorry. I only hope I don't get to there. Don't be stressed, FaZe. I mean, you can be stressed, but don't be stressed. It's okay, FaZe. Everything's gonna be okay. That global bait banner was fire. You got an LR in every multi. Dang, nice. Congrats. I wish I got that lucky on that one. Like, hold up. Let me pull up what I pulled on that. What I pulled on that was bad. What I pulled was really bad. I pulled absolutely nothing on that. Okay, so what I pulled on there was absolutely disgusting. Like, it was really bad. This was the first summon. This was the first multi on that bait banner that came out during Battle Hour. This is what the first thing I got was. It was absolute trash. It was trash. Then the second multi was potentially worse than the first. Like, it was honestly potentially worse because, I mean, I guess maybe I could need a dupe for that physical Go tanks, but this right here, like this dude right here, is a curse. He's terrible. Like the Krillin Gohan unit is absolute garbage. And what happened on the third summon? Literally absolute dog water trash. I got another freaking one, and then I pulled the freaking. Well, I actually this was the last dupe I needed for this Gohan, so I mean that was something. But then I pulled that, and that's it. That was it. It was absolute waste. It was just an absolute waste of a summon. It was so bad. It was not worth the stones whatsoever. It was really bad. It was really bad. It was super bad. Got Broly on the fourth multi. Nice. That Whis animation. Probably turn it down a little bit. There, I'll turn down the music just a little bit. Sure, the music is louder than I am. Tech On was one of my LRs on the bait banner too. Gotcha, Scythe. That figures, right? I mean, at least that Tech Gohan should be easy A-ing at some point this year. Like, guaranteed, he should pretty much easy A this year. Because he's like... He's good. He's pretty old now. He's pretty old. He's pretty much guaranteed to get an easy A. Why the heck do I have dark mode on? Because when I'm grinding... when I'm grinding... Well, off camera... I just put it on dark mode to save battery. I just do it to save battery. Yeah, dark mode doesn't hurt my eyes. I don't even look at the screen anyways when I'm grinding. So I just kind of tap it. So better than having flashes all over the place. Challengers, how you doing, dude? It's been a hot minute. What's up, my spud? Now you have 1,600 teal coins, and I don't need trunks. See, that was the only reason I went for the summon, was because I was like, I have like 2,000 teal coins, and if I pull any of them on this, I won't need to spend some of them. What do you know? I didn't pull anything, so I'm still going to have to use all of my teal coins to freaking get dupes of future Gohan and of future Trunks. Yeah, I wasted a bunch of my red coins on getting dupes of the 8th anniversary units, so. What's up, Chucky? Chucky, you changed your profile picture. You don't have a God Goku anymore. I've been gone for a very long time, haven't I? Is that Swamp Thing? When I saw we got a Bio Broly as a boss unit for JP, that's when I was like, yeah, I should probably link level this really crappy free-to-play one. This free-to-play one's probably going to get an easy A pretty soon. I was like, it's time. For the mission? Which mission, meme? Bring her your challengers. Did I have COVID? Honestly, I don't know. I'm too poor to find out. My girlfriend didn't get sick though, and she had a bunch of vaccines, like literally a month ago. We're thinking that it was RSV. What was that? It was called RSV. We're thinking it was RSV because RSV's been going around like nationwide. RSV's been all over the place. So my assumption is that's what I got. Although my symptoms were like all over the place. Like I don't even like the first 2 days I had such a mind-splitting migraine that I literally could not move. I couldn't eat. I couldn't do anything. Like, I was just rolling around in a ball, basically, in absolute utter pain. I have never had a migraine go for more than a day, and it killed me. It was really bad. It was bad. For the first 2 days, it was just pure migraine hell. And then, like, the third day, it was, like, dying down just to a little bit on the side of my head. And that's when all of a sudden, like, actual flu symptoms started, like, flowing in, and my entire body was aching. Like, I couldn't move my whole body. Like, at least my head didn't hurt, but my whole back was in pain. I was able to eat a little bit more, but that was the thing. Like, in a total of, like, 3 days worth of a span, I probably ate, I don't know, maybe a couple meals at most. Like, I was not eating or anything. The only thing I was doing was drinking water, pretty much. Water and tea. Lots of tea. But yeah, I have no money. So, I have no money. I'm broke. The only way I was going to go to the doctor is if it was an emergency and I thought I was going to die. Because that's the only way they would have treated me. Otherwise, they would not have treated me. But yeah, it was tea time for pretty much the entirety of several days worth. It was just constant tea time. My throat's still a little bit messed up. I'm still having, like, really bad stamina recovery. Like, because I was so bedridden for several days, I literally just taking the trash out right now was, like, winding me yesterday. It was just winding me. Like, that's how bad my like, breathing has been. Like, I'm still building up my stamina again. That's why I said somebody tossed me a senzu bean a couple days ago. I was like, give me a senzu bean so I can get all my stamina back right away. Because, man. Like, I'm pretty much past the point of being, like, sick, but my body's still recovering from the hell that I put it through. To Joe Zamasu. It's pretty close, yeah. It was really bad. It was really bad. I wish I had that many stones, Sunyan. You just restocked? Joe Masu. So what's everybody been doing? Like, I haven't really been watching too many creators or anything. I heard Truth got sick too, but it looks like he's probably got good actual insurance and probably got, like, freaking medicine and whatnot and was able to heal up in a couple days. Like, I saw he got sick and then all of a sudden he was still posting videos. So, I mean, I guess he probably just had a bunch, like, piled up and he just let them go. He sounds fine now, meme. That's good. Red zones, blue zones. What's up, Sal? It's been a hot minute since I even talked to Sal. Like, I talked to some of you guys on the back burner, but I haven't been talking to anybody. I've been wiped out. Truth was super sick. He's still uploading 19 videos a day. Yeah, that sounds about right. Mr. Stream. I mean, I only skipped 1 week of streaming, Salvador. It was only 1 week. It was only one. He thugged it out. Of course he did. He had the money to. Had e-girl nurses taking care of him. Probably, Scythe. He was very raspy. Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't take the time to watch any of his videos. I saw a couple of them, but... Yeah, I haven't even, like, felt like even playing games. I have dozens of new games to play, and I haven't played any of them. Still haven't finished the Advanced Adventure playthrough. And the first thing that comes to my mind when I'm actually feeling better is trying to play Ocarina of Time again, of course. Yeah, no, I agree, challengers. If I made as much money as Truth does, oh yeah, I'd push through. Oh heck yeah, I'd push through the pain, 100%. Just to not mess up my my algorithm. Oh yeah, I would have pushed through it too. He's got like guaranteed money coming in. Ain't no reason to call a sick day. You have 1K stones on global. I think if people just straight up buy all the cheap packs, like you buy all the cheap packs and the daily stones, you buy all the link leveling stones, the link level keys. If you buy all those every day until July, you'll get 1,000 stones just from those. And probably just from all the celebrations, you'll probably be able to get another 1.5k stones almost. So right now, if you have 1k stones saved up, you could be hitting 9th anniversary on global with like 3.5k stones, roughly. So I mean, you could have a decent amount saved up, definitely. Alright, sounds good, Salvador. We can talk later, my dude. We can talk later, of course. You're a link leveling too much, Bringer? I need to keep link leveling. I wasn't like... I barely had the energy to log into the game. Like, I was able to log into Dokkan while I was sick, but I couldn't do my dailies. A lot of my dailies I missed. I missed several days worth of the Turtle School stuff. I missed several days. I barely had the like energy to even like pop my phone open for like a moment of clarity just to log into the game. I barely had the energy to do it. Both global and JP accounts are day one. Nice. What the heck? I forgot he was on the team. Oh, I totally forgot about the weekend summons. I might as well go do that right now, actually. After this link level stage, I'll go summon those free tickets. Probably won't get anything. I don't need anything, so... Why would you ever want Intelligence LR Gohan, Bringer? Why would you ever want that? Like, the first summonable LR. Like, why would you want that? I think he was the first summonable LR on JP. And technically, I think Broly was the first on Global. I'm trying to remember. Your JP account is 6 months old, Scythe. I don't even have a JP account, so... You re-rolled JP so many times. Gotcha. He's still 90% for you? Wow. That LR Gohan has straight up plagued me. That intelligence LR Gohan has plagued me for so long. He just was, oh my gosh. He just popped up on so many banners for a while. It drove me up a wall. I was going to say the same thing, Meme Clan. I was going to say the same thing, Meme. Freaking when that 4x boost went away, I cried a little bit on the inside because now I'm like, I'm not leveling up at all. My account's not leveling up at all. So I'm like, I'm just having to use stones, unfortunately. It also helps as there's nothing to do on Global right now, so. You pulled 12 extra copies of L. Dang. Jeez, Bringer. Show off. The Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan plagues you. Yeah, there's just some units that straight up plague you. Some units just plague people. Okay. There we go. So let's see what we get out of here. Is there even anything good in here? No, it's all garbage. It's all garbage. I won't get anything out of this. There's very few LRs that I don't have rainbowed. Stones over link leveling. Feel that one. Tomoya, thank you for... thanks. I'm glad I'm doing okay now, too. I'm doing a little better. I still need to take it easy. Yeah, that was these weekend ticket and summons, like, they don't give you anything. You gotta get stupidly lucky to get an LR that you don't have. He's still 55% and you haven't pulled him since release? Dang, Bringer. You literally have all 3 of his forms rainbow. Jeez. And garbage. Yep. Gotta love them. Gotta love the freaking weekend summons. Woo. That's the truth curse. Ikiryu. Toa. Toa just, yeah. I feel that pain on Toa. I forgot to get rid of those. Yeah, I pulled absolute jack dirt on the freaking 17 and 18 discounts. I pulled nothing. Like, the 17 and 18 discounts were nothing. How you doing, Akiryu, by the way? How you doing, man? Seal? Been playing since 2018 and you still haven't pulled LR Goku and Frieza? I mean, if it makes you feel better, they're not that good anymore. Unless you're struggling with representatives of reps of Universe 7 content. That's the only time you need them. So, Joe, you do discounts on androids? I did do the discount on androids, and this is what it gave me right here. This is literally that top row. That's exactly what I got out of the 17 and 18 banner. Like, they gave me garbage. They gave me straight up garbage. I didn't get anything. It was a craptastic banner. It wasn't even worth doing the discounts for. Wasn't even worth it. I have to try for collection purposes. I really do. I might sway a little bit harder to dipping 1 or 2 more times again, just because by the end of the 9th anniversary, the AGL Ultra Instinct Goku and the Blue Evo, the Cheetah, are going to EZA. And based on how good they are, and some other EZAs potentially for reps of Universe 7, depends on if I'm going to try and go for 17 and 18 while they're still on Global. It really just depends on how good the EZAs are. What's wrong? Okay, yeah, I'll keep Nier out. But yeah, I mean, I pretty much YOLO'd for Shenron, and I got Omega Shenron. So, I mean, that's one thing I don't need. I'm missing very little from the game, but this is basically what I'm missing right now. Oh, that's right. I still haven't grinded up this Krillin yet. But yeah, I'm missing now 17 and 18 and the garbage trio here. I'm missing freaking Almond and Kako. Almond and Raisin. Yeah, Almond and Raisin still. And that's it. That's all I'm missing. So, I mean, it's not like I'm missing much. Doesn't their banner last like 11 more days? I don't think the Easy A will be out. No, it should be up the whole month. It should be up the whole month. Event period. Oh, wow, really? That's weird. Fascinating. I guess they only last until the 14th. Wow. I mean, oh well, I guess. I mean, if we get any data downloads or anything, you know, maybe I'll go for them again. I don't know. I mean, they're not really worth going for in general, but I wonder why. Global sync. I mean, supposedly they're going to have it synced up by the worldwide download celebration, so yeah, they're going to have to cut a lot of things short. They really are. They're going to have to push forward quite a bit. They really do. I won't even do a multi for Ribrianne. I won't even do a multi for Ribrianne at all. I won't even bother. Ribrianne can just sit in the freaking summon pool for all I care. I will not give a crap to get her, so. Wait, is the story mode to get that Krillin not up right now? Am I crazy? Is this not up right now? Come on, game. Oh. Oh, it's a Dragon Ball story, that's why. I really hate that they did that. I really hate that they moved all the stuff over to the story event. I really hate that they did that. It was so annoying when they did that, because it's just another place you have to go to. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. I don't even know why they bothered with it. It's not like these tell a very good retelling of the whole Dragon Ball story or anything. It's nice to get, like, some of the redone ones, you know, get free stones. It's just, eh. That's a lot of free stones, actually. That's 24 free stones, not including the missions. Turtle School? Okay. Do I not have... Is there any of these units that I don't have link leveled that are LR? No, I think just about every single one of these is link leveled fully. Let me double check that. I think pretty much all of these turtle schools are fully link leveled. Yeah. They're all fully link leveled. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter which ones I choose. Dorado, how you doing, man? It's been a hot minute, my super spud. Rado-kun resubbed, and he is a super spud now. Super spud. Glad to see you're doing better, my dude. I'm doing a little bit better. I plan to get back on track now. I got a lot to catch up on, though. A lot of how to builds, a lot of videos, a lot of bosses stuff. Let me know if I missed anything from, like, is there any big things like I've missed from JP? Like, what have I missed on JP? I keep up a little bit. Like, I know about the Easy A's. Like the LR Broly trio. I know about them. The Bardock and Gine. I know about the Paragus and Broly. What are the new difficulty events like? That's what I'm curious about. Actually, I'll be right back real quick. I need to check on my girlfriend's dinner. So give me 1 sec. I need to pay attention to that. Wow, I have not touched this in a hot minute. I still have that up. Okay, there we go. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I had to make sure that my girlfriend's food was done. So, just had to go check that out first. Had to pull it out of the oven. I just made her like a mac and cheese. So. It's one of those baked mac and cheeses. Not much. We're still waiting on part 2, but in addition to tough events, we have no clue. I feel like Dokkan should be able to sort by link level number. I agree, Meme. I have been thinking about that for a hot minute, for a couple weeks, actually. Since last month, I've been thinking about that as I've been trying to link level a lot more. And I keep, like, thinking to myself, why can't I siphon through, like, my 7s, my 8s, my 9s? It'd be so much easier to keep track of my link levels if I could do that. Just make a tag for link level units. Yeah, you can do a tag, but when you do the tag, you have to keep track of everything manually, you know? And not everybody keeps track of it manually. It'd just be nice to have that part automized. It just would be nice. It'd be nice. But yeah, I don't know what it is, but like who likes Broly more than Gogeta? Like, raise your hand if you like Broly over Gogeta on these 9th anniversary units. I really like Broly over Gogeta, like a lot. Like, I like his OSTs better. I like his animations better. I kind of like his kit a little bit better. I mean, I like the domains. Domains are super cool. I've been enjoying the crap out of domains in general. And I'm just like, why are they... I'm not trying to be mean here, but how did they make a celebration in which Broly is more hype than Gogeta? Has Broly always been more hype than Gogeta? Like, am I crazy to think about that? Has Broly always been more hype than a Gogeta? No, right? Like, it's not just... I'm not super crazy. Like, Broly hasn't always been more hype than Gogeta as a character, right? Did they just really make him that much better than Gogeta? Like, the damage he outputs, the defense that he outputs. I mean, Gogeta's pretty much a dodge or die. I mean, he's not really dodge or die, you know. He's got a very solid, good amount of defense and the dodge chance, you know, and the counter. Like, don't get me wrong, Gogeta's cool. He's great. But man, Broly's just so much more. He's just so much more. Like, me. Let's be real. His intro OST is #1, period. I don't know about #1, period, but it's definitely better than Gogeta's. He is a full dodge unit. Yeah, Gogeta is a full dodge unit. And I did put that in my my how to build video. I looked over their kits, and it's not hard to tell how to build them. It's not hard to build. Like, Gogeta's a straight full dodge unit. Usually when a unit has full dodge like that, you compensate based on what he doesn't have, or you fully build upon the dodge. The interesting thing about Gogeta is that Gogeta wants to be a slot 1 unit, but he also doesn't want to be a slot 1 unit. Some people... The Swag Gamer 64. Man, your name's just reminding me I want to go back and play Ocarina of Time more. I really want to go back and keep playing. Some people are skipping 9th anniversary, and we might get a Beast Gohan. I don't know if people are gonna skip. Every time I hear someone say, I'm skipping 9th anniversary, you're not skipping 9th anniversary. you're just waiting to see what you're gonna summon for, and you'll summon for something. And there's gonna be events that's gonna come out, and you're gonna realize you need one of the units. You're not gonna skip, otherwise you just have nothing to do. People aren't skipping, but I do understand the thought process, especially as a global player. Like, I'm taking advantage of this situation and being like, yeah, I'm a global player. That means I can prioritize how much stones. I can think right now what stones I'm gonna put into it. And right now, I'm thinking I'm not putting that as many stones into Gogeta as I want to. I'm thinking I'm gonna put a large portion towards Broly, and then if we get Beast Gohan, I'm putting the rest into Beast Gohan. Because Gogeta's great. I love the Gogeta. But do we need a 200% movie heroes leader? Did we need a dodge or die crazy destroying unit? No, we didn't. I mean, we got one. It's cool. I don't think he's mandatory, though. I feel like Broly is a lot more useful as a character and as a unit. Like, he's just more useful to have and to use, and he's just better overall. I feel like villains needed this boost. Gogeta is greatly designed for his new mechanic. I like his new mechanic. I don't like that it's a one-turn, one and done. It's the only thing I don't like about Gogeta's his aggro ability. That's what I'm gonna call it. I don't know what everybody's gonna be calling it. I don't know if they're calling it all target, focused AoE or whatever. It's aggro. It's straight up aggro. It's an aggro ability. It's an aggro active. It's an aggro active. It lasts one turn, and he full dodges everything. So I mean, it's cool. Taunt. I like aggro better. Taunt, aggro, whatever. The point is that it's a one turn and done. I was hoping this was going to be like at least an active taunt aggro that was going to last for several turns. The fact that it doesn't last for more than literally the turn of just makes it very underwhelming to me. Because that means I'm not going to get to control when I can use it. I'm pretty much going to need to activate it right away. Because you can't activate that taunt until the next turn, the next rotation after you transform Gogeta. So you get Gogeta on turn 5, or is it turn 5? It's turn 5 or turn 4. You transform, and then you have to wait till the next rotation. So you're waiting until like turn 6 or 7 to actually use the taunt. And then at that point, I feel like you've already, like, your team has already maneuvered around whatever the boss is and has already avoided all of these dangerous AoEs or these dangerous, like, supers coming in at one unit. I just don't know what instances they're going to make to make that Gogeta move worth it. You know? Like, I don't know what boss fight they're going to make that's going to make it feel like that taunt aggro ability is going to actually be, like, clutch, you know? Because he's already a dodge or die. He just obliterates the enemy with how much damage he can output. I don't see that Gogeta's taunt being a clutch thing right now. I'm not seeing it. Maybe they just haven't released the event yet that they were planning to. Maybe we gotta wait for that on part 2 or part 3 or EX part. It's no different than a Super Trunks Usher. I mean, yeah, you're basically getting a free turn because he just auto dodges everything. I can understand since Worldwide is coming very close after that. Yeah, I do understand some people that on Global that might think about skipping because Anniversary and Worldwide will be basically one after another. So I do get that idea, but in practice, most people don't actually skip. They say they're going to, but they don't actually skip. I mean, yeah, I get that meme for bosses that dodge, cancel dodge, but theoretically, you're not bringing Gogeta into that fight then. Like, there's no reason to bring Gogeta into a fight that doesn't dodge. I mean, there really isn't. You can take him against the Broly red zone. He'll still do fine on slot 2. He would get destroyed in the STR phase. I'm not a person that likes to bring in units into events that they're not good for. I don't find any fun. I don't find it fun to bring a unit that's full dodge unit. That's the only way that they work into a fight with like Broly or something. Like, it's just not fun to me. It's not, and I don't know why you would take Gogeta into a fight that he can't dodge in. I don't know why you would do it. But yeah. A super attack counter was 100% made for situations like that. Isn't Gogeta's only key-based, though? Isn't his counter key-based? I'm pretty sure Gogeta's is key-based. Let me go look at that real quick. I'm pretty sure it's key-based, and if that is the case, if he's only able to dodge key-based supers, then there's no reason to really care. Great chance of nullifying key-based super attacks. So 70% chance to nullify key-based super attacks. And I'm going to go look at some of the bosses. Because I don't know how many fights you're going to go into that are key-based. I already took it out of the other. Like, I'm trying to, like, think here. Like, one sec. Like, let's see here. So, let's go look at Broly real quick here. So, Broly is an other type of Ki Blast. That's an other type of Ki Blast. Other type of Ki Blast. Other type of Ki Blast. So, he can't dodge anything? Like, am I crazy? Like, that's what those are, right? The purple one is a other type of Ki Blast. It's not a Ki Blast, right? Ki Blast is the blue marker. So, Gogeta cannot dodge, or cannot counter any of Red Zone Broly. He cannot. He cannot counter any of it. Because, like, if we go down here and look at... so, he can only actually... Yeah, these are all other types. These are all other types of Ki Blast Super. So, Gogeta can't counter the Red Zone Broly super attacks whatsoever. Let's see here. Let's go look at, like, Fusion Zamasu. So, Gogeta could counter the first phase of Fusion Zamasu, but the second phase is just... physical type attacks. He cannot counter stage 4 Zamasu. He can only counter the first phase attack versus Goku Black on stage 3. He can counter Cell. He cannot counter the androids at all. Let's see here. What about like Cell Max? Nope, Cell Max is an other type. What about Gamma 1 and Gamma 2? Nope. Not Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. What about Cell? Cell's a good fight. Yes, he can counter Cell. I mean, Cell isn't the craziest fight in the world, but I mean, he can counter the key for the AGL and STR phase. So that's something, I suppose. What about the Fearsome Activation Cell? Is Fearsome Activation? No, he's another type, so he can't counter on here either. What's up, Epic Memes? How you doing, man? He can dodge in Dismal Future. Yeah, he can dodge in Dismal Future. I'm just trying to, like... What I'm trying to show people right now is how useless that counter is. Like, people don't understand how useless the counter is. His counter with tremendous power is just almost never going to happen. Let's look at some of the new stuff that they just released. Like this stage 1 for this Ultimate Excite battle. Cannot counter because it's an other type of super attack. So the new Ultimate Excite battle you can't do. Is this one of the new stages? Yeah, I've seen a couple people post videos for this. What about the first one? So he can't counter on the last 2 stages. Or the last 2 phases of the first fight. He can't counter on this one. And he can counter this one, though. He can counter on here. So this is a good fight. This is super intelligence, although it is super. It is an intelligence type. So this is a good fight for Gogeta. Yeah, this is a good fight for Gogeta. This is the one stage that I've noticed that's a good fight for Gogeta. There's very little good fights. Where's the Birth of the Shadow Dragons? Where's Birth of the Shadow Dragons? What's Omega do? All other. He can't counter at all. He can't counter. What about Sin? In the first two stages of Sin Shenron, he can... I mean, nobody goes back to fight Sin. I mean, not really anyways. But he can't counter in the last phase. So, yeah. So, I mean, the counter is kind of worthless in my opinion. It's kind of worthless because there's just so very little fights that you could actually activate that. Because almost all bosses have the other type right here. This is the type of super attack majority of the bosses in the game use. Almost every single one of them. Very few of them do unarmed or they do Ki Blast. Very few do Ki Blast. None of them do physical. No boss does physical that I can be aware of. Not an actual hard boss anyways. But yeah, it's primarily other or a couple Ki Blasts, and then I think only Cooler is unarmed. I think Cooler would be the only one that's unarmed. That's like a major fight. That's like a major one. But yeah. The counter ability on Gogeta is just kind of worthless in my opinion. I don't even consider it to be a major ability. Oh yeah, that's right. Fizz Merge Zamasu is unarmed, yeah. But Gogeta can only counter Ki-based. Gogeta is only able to counter Ki-based. So. You finished your exams, so you're feeling relaxed? Glad you're doing better. Thanks. Glad you got those exams done, man. It's always like a lift off of your shoulders when you get those kind of things done. The weekend banner has 20 LRs and I didn't get a single thing. Is that sarcasm, Scythe? Is that sarcasm? They're cool. Ki-based counters are cool, but I would not necessarily ever say that they're useful. I wouldn't say useful. It's not the word I would use. He could get it in the Beerus red zone. Oh, that's right. We are getting a Beerus red zone. Are we getting a... Oh, wait. I'm dead. You're dead. But yeah. Yeah, I was looking at the calculations, like that Halver posted and Rocket Lizard posted. I was looking at a lot of the calculations and stuff, and a lot of them are like posting calculations for Gogeta after he counters, and I'm like, when's he ever gonna counter? Like, I was like looking at all the calculations, like he's never gonna counter, bro. I don't know what fight you're taking him in against, but he's never gonna counter. I mean, there's nothing to counter against. By the time you're able to counter with Gogeta, you're way past that portion of the fight that's a Ki-based super attack, so. Base Goku? I don't really want a base Goku. I think everybody's base Goku'd out. I think that's a very widely accepted notion that everyone's base Goku'd out. Like we're fine. We could go a whole year without another base Goku, and I think everybody would be fine or wouldn't even notice. Yeah, on that Kaioken Blue Goku stage, he can counter, which is good. You know, it's one fight. I'm just saying. So the reason why I don't really care about it, Gogeta's counter ability, is because when a new unit comes out, I want to know that that unit is good against previous fights. Broly is going to do fine against Zamasu. Broly's going to do fine against Zamasu. Zamasu has been the bane of existence since Worldwide Download Celebration for a majority of players. That Gogeta is not a good matchup for that Zamasu. He's not. I mean, he's fine because, you know, he's got a lot of dodge, but it's once again it's the same exact thing. It's a dodge or die situation. It's the same thing that it's always been. And so far, I just don't feel like they're releasing units that are helping to fight Zamasu that much. It's a dodge or die. Gogeta has 300k start of turn defense, and if he doesn't dodge, you're gonna lose a lot of health. He's got 300k start of turn defense. He wants to be a slot 1 unit so that he can dodge to get that crit up. But anyways, he still does well against he still will do good against Zamasu. He'll dodge, more than likely. But the one time he doesn't dodge on frame 1 is when you do get attacked, and that's when it'd be bad. The AoEs are just the most annoying thing. If that Gogeta could use the taunt at literally any point of time, you won't even get to use the taunt with Gogeta on phase 1 of Zamasu. You won't even get to use it. You won't even get to use it. I never said he countered the AoEs. What? Never said he countered AoEs. Never said that. I never said he countered AoEs. I'm just saying that with Gogeta, the way that he was released, I expected Gogeta, or both of the 9th anniversary units, to just absolutely trump the crap out of Zamasu. That's what I wanted out of the 9th anniversary units. I just wanted them to beat the crap out of Zamasu. That's what I wanted to happen. I wanted them to beat the ever-loving snot out of Zamasu. I wanted Zamasu to be a joke compared to the 9th anniversary units. I wanted him to be a joke. He's still threatening. He's still very threatening. He's still extremely threatening. He's still extremely threatening. That's my issue with them right now, is that Zamasu is still very threatening. Yeah, he's still a dodge or die character. And the odds are is that you will dodge. That is the odds. The odds are you're going to dodge. People are going to put dodge into his equipment. He's still going to be 55% for a lot of players that just pull one copy, and that's it. You know. And he'll have to dodge. If he doesn't dodge, then you'll lose a very large chunk of health. But you'll be fine. You'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm just saying I wanted both of these guys to absolutely just beat the crap out of Zamasu, and they don't. Broly does. Broly probably should just decimate Zamasu. But I don't feel like Gogeta does. I don't feel like he does. Because he does have guard for the first couple turns. He does have guard, and that's good. So he can take the AoEs, but he still can't take a super. At least not pre-super. Gogeta could still very well get you killed on the first phase of the fight, even with guard. He could still get you killed. If you put him in slot 1 and he doesn't dodge. You can't put him in slot 1, though. You'd have to put him in slot 2. Yeah, once he transforms, Gogeta will, or he should, destroy him. If he doesn't destroy him, then that'd be a problem. He should be fine, though. I have more confidence in Broly. Broly is just ridiculous. Has anyone tried taking Gogeta against Cell Max? Somebody go take the new Gogeta and go fight the fearsome activation Cell Max. I want to see that. I want to see that. I want to see Gogeta fight the fearsome activation Cell Max. I want to see that. I want to see that. If I had a JP account, I'd make that right now. I would make that video right now. I would do it. Like, that's going to be one of the first things I want to try out with Gogeta when he comes to Global, is the fearsome activation Cell Max. I want to see how well he does. I want to see how well he does in that situation. The Cell Max event. Fearsome activation is the event Cell Max. When I say fearsome activation, I mean the Cell Max event. The first Cell Max that we got. The first one. The one that you have infinite tries on. I have to get another Dokkan phone. Dokkan's 13 gigs right now. That means if you have both JP and Global, that you're taking up 26 gigs. 27 gigs, actually. Because there's like some tack. There's like a little bit of extra in there. The freaking Dokkan's huge. Dokkan's freaking ridiculous. I'm curious if there's another gacha game that's bigger. 14 gigs? Oh, they must have increased it. They must have increased it. They must have increased it. Genshin is... Okay, Genshin makes sense, though. That's a 3D freaking open world game. Like, that's basically a full-blown game. Genshin should be big. But Dokkan is literally a JPEG fighter. It's a JPEG bubble fighter. Okay? Like, this JPEG-based game should not be 14 gigs. It should not. It really should not. Dude, you play Slime Legends and Konosuba? Jeez. See, I have lots of space on my phone, and I have a micro SD card, but Dokkan doesn't allow me to install the game onto the micro. It has to be installed onto the base memory of the actual phone. It refuses to let me install onto a micro SD card. It refuses to let me. Yeah, for real. If they ever release an HD portion for Dokkan, we're hitting like 16, 17, 18, 20 gigs. We're gonna hit way above 15. I haven't checked the storage amount in a couple of weeks. I checked it a couple of weeks ago because I was trying to install Legends. I already uninstalled Legends again. I got bored of it. You're gonna need a newer phone? Yeah, probably. It's only a matter of time. I wonder if that's what I wonder if they'll do that eventually for a future update. I wonder if they'll do that for a future update for the game. What if they did that on Worldwide Download Celebration? What if they did that on the Sync Up? What if on Sync Up, everyone's games got updated and they forced you to have HD packs downloaded, and all of a sudden Dokkan's like a 20 gigabyte game. And then every new card released is like freaking an extra like 500 megabytes. Oh god. I would be so livid. Forced would be so bad. Forced would be so bad. You see, usually when a gacha game has the option between SD and HD, usually the SD is very terrible. Like, the quality is just so garbage. Like, the quality is just so painful to look at. That they basically tell you, upgrade to HD and you won't have this problem. So, I'm afraid if they do that, like, the loading will get worse, the actual quality of everything will go down, and you'll have to upgrade to HD for it to look good again. And that's gonna suck for me because I make a YouTube video, so I have to upgrade to HD, so I'll have to make room on my phone for that. I would have to if they made that. No choice, I would have to do it. I'm about to get that 512 gigabyte iPhone. I mean, you'll have to worry about it when those mandatory updates outweigh all of your phone's memory. I'm sorry, that was a very poor tasted Apple joke. Sorry. Yeah, phone's core memory, main memory and all of the mandatory updates that phones force through takes up a lot of space nowadays. Can this just give me my freaking Krillin so I can stop wasting stamina? Holy crap. Actually relate to the first part? I mean, it should. It should. I don't know if we're gonna get Beast and Cell Max, but, I mean, it would be nice. I'm trying to think, when should we get an announcement for Part 2 stuff? I mean, we're still in Part 1 for a little bit longer. I mean, we'll be in Part 1 for a while. I don't think we'll even get news of a Part 2 until end of next week. Like, literally a week from now. Do I need to do that one more time? Yeah, I do. If Dokkan ever reached death stage, just give us an update where the same character links up together. The stream will be nice. Didn't they, I swear there was supposed to be, like, another stream that was supposed to happen today or tomorrow, or wasn't there? Am I crazy? Or was that Battle Hour? Am I, like, that far behind? Was it Battle Hour? I totally missed Battle Hour. I think that's a thing. I think I've completely missed out on Battle Hour. I completely missed Battle Hour. 100% missed Battle Hour. It's on the 9th or 10th? Gotcha. So yeah, basically a week. Yeah, next week. I will bet on my own grave that part 2 is Beast. And Tekkan will easy... I don't know about that, La. I have more... I assume more likely that Beast Gohan is more likely than a Tech Gohan Easy A. Tech Ultimate Gohan specifically. Dokkan Twitter will be a very fun place. I will stay off of Dokkan Twitter for like 2 weeks. Like, I will make a specific Dokkan folder for like literal only news, like leaks or something like that. And I will only look at that because that will just turn into such a toxic place. It will be disgusting. I'll be honest, that was one of the nice things about being sick. Not looking over at Twitter constantly. Like, just not looking at all of the madness. Because it's just overwhelming sometimes. Super overwhelming. Super overwhelming. Okay, I got all the Krillins I think I needed. I need 15. I have 13. Son of a... Maybe the Easy A stats aren't enough for Tekkan. Wouldn't hurt for an additional or raising his start of turn. I mean, yeah, they could... They're... Whenever Tech Ultimate Gohan gets his Easy A, it's going to be very minimal. They're not going to break him. He's going to be a very minimal Easy A. He'll get his general stats increase. He might have an additional in there at like 30% or 50% chance, but they're not going to make him too busted. They're really not. I don't foresee them doing that. I really don't foresee it. But yeah, you're right, Super. Very rarely use X. I kind of have to use it, Scythe. I don't have a choice, so I pretty much have to use it. No choice. Okay, to see people like Truth talk about this all the time, do you think that Dokkan has registered the feedback on LR Go Ultimate Gohan? Has registered the feedback? What do you mean? Do you mean Meme, are you saying, like, does Akatsuki know how the majority of the community thinks of an LR Ultimate Gohan? Of LR Ultimate Gohan? Like, the physical one? Like... I mean, I promise you that I promise you Akatsuki knows. I promise you the developers know how a large majority of people have felt about Beastless Gohan. If you're talking about the LR physical Ultimate Gohan, or are you just talking about an actual, another one? Maybe clarify more. Kaba having guard 1 million defense support, I don't know, and the easy is cooking. The problem with Kaba is that Kaba is not realistic. Kaba is not realistic whatsoever. Kaba is... He requires, at the very least, like 5 to 6 turns, and then you still have to consistently, every single turn, be getting at least 4 to 6 key spheres for him. Actually, no, it's 6 key spheres plus. Like, you have to get Kaba 6 key spheres. Unless he's additional supering every single turn, he's not building up enough. You have to have an orb changer with Kaba for him to be solid at that defense range. That defense range is very unrealistic. What he can do and what he regularly can do are two different things. The Easy A's have gotten better, though. I will say that. Easy A's have been getting better. What's with people saying Orange Piccolo had a chokehold on being #1 in the meta? I mean, I don't think that's changed. I really don't think that's changed. Orange Piccolo is still one of the most reliable units you can just throw onto a team and be completely fine with. He's still one of the most worthwhile units to have in your entire box. He just really is. I mean, I don't think he's #1 anymore. I don't think he ever dipped. I think what happens is new units come out, people try them out, they're overwhelmed by how cool and new and good these new units are, and then after a lot of deliberation through the community, people start going back and forth, and Orange Piccolo gets thrown back up there again. I don't think he is #1 anymore, but I mean, he still might be. He still might be up there. I can't for sure say right now. I can't. Not with how out of it I've been. Just like LR Bulma. LR Bulma's the same, yeah. She provides so much. She just provides so much. Let me get another Gatorade. I'll be right back. I gotta get another Gatorade. My throat is like extra parched. I haven't talked this much in literally over a week. Like, it's been weeks since I've been talking like this much. So I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. Sorry. My throat is killing me right now. Like, I just haven't been talking much lately. So. I just haven't... my throat just, like... it's still sore. I'm still slightly recovering. Speaking of Bulma, OP, do you think LR Bro Chile Limo's Bulma 2.0 in support? Okay. Should we do... Okay, should we do that for the rest of the stream? Should we just, like, try to... Should we try to negotiate on what is the top units? Hold on. Let's see here. Dokkan tier list. I don't usually do tier lists. I'm not a tier list person, mostly because I get shot at for it a lot. Like I get attacked. It's not even a joke either. I get attacked. Let's see here. Okay. Also, could I get some likes, please? Like, I appreciate all you guys, and I'm not sure how many people are in here right now, but can I get some likes? Can y'all like the video? I would love the crap out of you if you could do that right now. I would love the crap out of you. I would be very much greatly appreciated. I would be very greatly appreciative. Okay. So we got this pulled up. So let's change the music a little bit here. Okay. So I forgot to like. It's okay. I that's why I ask every now and again now. The likes would help quite a bit, especially since I haven't been doing anything for like the last week, and I've just been in recovery and pain mode. You know, a like on the videos, the like on the stream, the views, everything is a massive help to me right now. Because now I gotta fight YouTube's algorithm on them attacking me because, oh, he didn't post for a week. We should make it so his videos don't get put out. Like, that's what YouTube's gonna do to me now. YouTube's gonna be like, no, he doesn't care anymore. He's not posting. He didn't post for a week. Like, that's what YouTube's gonna do me dirty. It's gonna do me dirty. It is technically my job right now. Yes, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So let's get Broly and Gogeta up here. I'm not placing them just yet, but I am bringing them up here. Let's see here. We got Hirudegarn's pretty good. Hirudegarn's pretty crazy. I would say Hirudegarn's pretty crazy. Let's get the LR trio up here. I'm just putting them in slot 5 right now, just for the time being. I just want to get like the major top units in the game right now. That's what I want up here on this list. I want the best units up here. I want them all to be seen. I want the best units to be seen. And yeah. Does this list not have Bulma on it? Is this only a Dokkan Fest? Oh, this is only a Dokkan Fest and Carnival one. Hold on a sec here. We need OST, Dokkan tier list, 9th anniversary part 1. Festival tier list, Dokkan Fest exclusives. Is this the one we want? Do we want this list right here? Is this the list? Is this the list? Where's Bulma? Okay, here's Bulma. Oh my gosh, she disappeared. What the fun? Okay, not really sure how that happened. Get Bulma up there. I would argue Future Gohan's still good enough to potentially be on the top 10. I will drag... I need to analyze the Broly trio still, personally. I still have not made the video for that. But yeah, we'll look at them. We'll definitely look at them. I don't know if they're that good, though. I don't know if they're that good. Auto dodge is a very powerful thing. That is for sure. So, let's see here. Who else needs to be up on this list? As much as I would love to put 21 on this list, 21 is not on the top 10 or anything like that. Let's see here. Where is God Goku? There he is. Is God Goku still up there? Like, God Goku's still up there. Yeah, God Goku's still up there. God Goku's definitely still up there. Then we gotta, of course, get Ma Jr. up here. We gotta get World Tournament Goku up here. Alright, am I missing anything here? Am I missing anything? Am I missing anything? Am I missing? There's Bulma. There's I just want to know what like everybody views as like the best units in the game right now. Orange Piccolo, of course. Orange Piccolo. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Orange Piccolo. Where is Orange Piccolo? Where's the pickle? Where is the pickle? Where is the pickle? Where is the pickle? Why don't I see the pickle? Where is he? The Fun Biscuits? Oh, wait, there he is. Found him. You know, I'm gonna put the GT Bomb Duo up there. Put the GT Bomb Duo, but I don't know if I'm gonna put the Z Bomb Duo. Would we put the Z Bomb Duo up here? Would the Z Bomb Duo go up here? Z Bomb Duo basically the same as GT? They're good enough to just throw up there? Okay, so who do we got up here? Like, we got quite a few. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. We got 14 units up here. We got 14 units up here. So, yeah, just best units overall. I'll try. I might even change it. Not necessarily like one. Like, I might like do this. You know, like, maybe 1 through 3, or maybe we need to, like a triple Z tier or something like that. Like a Z tier, like they're just in a league of their own, or S tier or triple S tier. I don't know. It's really hard to gauge some of these units because like I feel like the beginning of this year just like completely threw things out of whack. But let's see here. Maybe full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku? I don't know. I don't know. I like full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but would you put full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku above all of these units right here? Would you honestly tell me that full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku is better than the 8th anniversary units? They're better than Future Gohan. They're better than the LR Trio. He's better than the LR Trio. He's better than the 9th anniversary units. He's better than Hirudegarn or Ryuken or Vegito. I mean, I'm not sure I would put that same stonks in him. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I feel biased just because I only have him at 55%, and he's just very underwhelming at 55. Okay. Let's put one thing into perspective here. Bulma and Orange Piccolo are in like a league of their own. I feel like Broly is definitely like really good now. Like he's very, very good. Like just on his own. Some of these units you can just chuck onto the team and they work fine. They do fine. They do whatever they're supposed to. That's pretty high, meme. It's pretty high. He's as good as Hirudegarn. No, dude, Hirudegarn's crazy. So the hardest part, like, do you want to know why nobody does this? The reason nobody makes a top 10 list overall is because when you judge one of these units, you have to take into consideration of their max output, how often they're at their max, and what happens when they're out of it. Like, if you looked at World Tournament base 23rd Goku, if you looked at him at his maximum, he's fully built up, he's got his revive effect off, the dude's absurd. He's a tank, he's guarding, he's doing crazy amounts of damage. He's a very good unit. But 90% of the time, you don't have his revive effect off. You don't get to actually have him fully built up, and he's just not doing good enough. Like, if he dodges when he needed to stack, and then he gets hit with a super, you're just kind of dead. If he doesn't proc his guard before the revive, you're probably dead. If you don't get his revive off at a certain point, or you don't protect him, you could die. Like, the base 23rd Goku can look very weak by comparison of a lot of these units. Like, can look absurdly. And you swear in this top 10, do we include STRUI Goku Easy A? And that's another thing. That's another thing that's really hard to gauge, is that when you try to do a top 10 in the game, you have to look at some of these units and be like, does this unit deserve to get propped up against all of them? Because, I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, nobody's putting UI Goku, Omen Goku, and saying that he's better than Orange Piccolo or Bulma. Like, they're not. No one's going to say that Omen Goku's better than Broly. Nobody's going to say that Omen Goku is better than... I don't even think people would say that he's better than GT Bomb Duo. Like, I don't see that at all. Maybe I need to relook over. Maybe I need to relook at him. Hold on. Let me relook at the Omen Goku here. So what does the Omen Goku do? What does Omen Goku do? Great chance of evading for 7 turns. That's pretty much the whole fight. And then he has 50% chance after the 8, if you make it that long. Additional evasion. Reps of units attacking at the same time. Okay, so this is the unlikely portion of it, but he doesn't need it. Additional 77. I'm not sure. Actually, evading as the first attacker. Critical hit. I mean, he's pretty dang good. So the thing about him though is that he's like in the same exact light. Where is he anyways? Like, I don't even see him on the list. Is that Omen Goku so old that I can't even find it in here? Is Omen Goku that old? Bro, where is Omen Goku? What? Where is he on this list? Should be at the bottom. Oh, he's right there. He was all the way at the dead bottom. So, Omen Goku, I feel like... this isn't the actual tier, by the way. Like, he's definitely not 8th. But I feel like all of these guys are basically the same. They all rely on dodge. Every single one on this that I put on this 8th tier right here, all rely on the same thing. They all have to dodge no matter what. They don't dodge, they're not doing their job. But I guess if we look at it that way, then Gogeta is on that list too, because all of these units are dodge units. Like, they have to dodge. Broly, though, Broly's pretty good, right? Like, Broly is pretty good. Like, I've seen a couple videos where they're just crazy because they got massively raises attack and defense on their 18 key, and then they have 50% raising on their freaking 12. They're buffing allies for defense or attack. Launches an additional super damage reduction. Wow. 50% chance to evade. 7 or more key spheres, and they're just evading everything. They're very orb dependent, though. They're very orb dependent. Like, if you don't get this... I don't know if I can properly judge them right now. Like, they're very good. You just have to make the categories very specific. He feels kind of the same way as full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Tech Dragon Fist. Strong attack, but no additionals. You could make a STR UI Goku shooting out 23 million with 77% chance to crit. Easy ASTR UI is crazy. Dude, that Broly hit 66 million attack on Dokkan World Showcase. I know it was wanked, but dang. They are niche, though. So, yeah, I really feel like I need more proper testing to actually make this, so let's try to dumb it down to 5. Let's try to dumb it down to a 5. Like, I'm sorry, but, I can't properly judge. I can't properly judge 10 right now. I can't do it. I can't do it. I need more time. I need more time with the units. I need more time with the units. I just do. I need more time with a lot of these units. So let's see here. How do we feel about Piccolo being on the same level as Broly? Do we feel like Broly is more useful and better than Bulma? Like, do we really feel that way? Don't even bat an eye on Dokkan World Showcase attacks. They aren't real in actual content. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, I don't even look at Dokkan World stuff anymore. I really don't. So here's the thing. When people look at Piccolo and they look at Bulma, what is the one thing that I feel that's a very common thing with the best unit in the game is that you can just chuck them onto the team and you're good. Like, it doesn't matter that they intermingle or they mix well. They are just that good, and that's where they are. They're just amazing. They're godlike, and that's where they deserve to be, is right up there at the freaking top. Piccolo and Bulma, you can chuck onto a team. Their versatility is crazy. They don't even need to be a part of the freaking category. And they're still doing very well. Yeah, they can put on any team and cook. If you cannot say that you can put this unit onto any team that they can go onto, and they can cook, then they don't need to be in number 1. They don't need to be number 1. Can you put Broly onto any team and say that he is just that good? Why is he's not that low? He's not that low. I'm just spacing them out. Like this one, like these guys dodge. Like these guys dodge. These guys dodge. That's the only thing they're there for. They're there for their dodge. They're not that low. I only have 5 right here. I only have up to 5. I only have up to 5. These aren't real placements just yet. They're not real placements. In fact, I would say GT Bomb might be even a little bit lower on straight up 5. But yeah, they're not placed. They're not placed. They're not placed. They're not placed, get up. They're not. How you doing, by the way? With Bulma's whole argument, it's just, is support the most important in the unit, or when they alone is the most important? Bulma supports and does her job at the same time. I mean, she does her job and she just does everything. Not any team, but he does have quite a few teams and he rules all of them. Get up the stream as a vibe. Appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you. This is a non-serious tier list, by the way. This is not serious, okay? I'm not being serious right now. We're just throwing out random thoughts about units right now. We're just throwing them out there. We're just throwing them out there. By no means is this any word of law or anything like that. I'm just trying to get like a thought process from people about how they feel about the new 9th anniversary units and where you would kind of gauge them, you know? That's what I want. I just want to get like an idea of what everyone's thinking. If Beast, the real one, isn't better than Orange Piccolo, then I don't even know anymore. Only drawback to Broly is on Pure Saiyans or another team with Super, his active hurts them a little. That is true, Scythe. So Broly is good, but he can hurt a very large portion of teams that he could be on. He'll dominate, but does him dominating make up for the fact that he's weakening the entire rest of the team? So, exactly what Meme said. Opinions don't 100% to be set in stone. Recent bias is a thing, yes. It doesn't matter when Broly solos every event. I mean, that's true. I don't know how much he solos. I have not had enough time with him. I haven't had enough time with him. And he'll eat a super. True, true. But it's always based on the team. And like I said before, with these 3 up here, with these 3, you can throw Piccolo and you can throw Bulma onto any team, and it won't even matter. They have Piccolo has a lot of teams. He's got a lot of categories. He's got tons of categories. Broly, on the other hand, like if we go look at Broly, like, let's see here. He does have he does have some 200% leads, but you're never throwing him on Kale's team. If you throw him on the LR Trio's team, you're hurting the LR Trio, which is already its own thing. Full power Goku, I don't know if I'd put him on full power Goku. I mean, I guess full power Goku team would be good because he's a full power unit as well. I don't think I'd ever put Broly with Cooler, but he's not hurting Cooler. Cooler isn't hurting him. What teams does he? He has Super Bosses, Transformation Boost, Full Power, Pure Saiyans, Prodigious Warriors, Miraculous Awakening, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Explosion of Anger. Yeah, aside from some of these teams with super units, I mean, yeah, he'll dominate whatever team you bring him on. He'll just destroy everything. Even though his domain hurts the super units, he makes up for it and just absolutely would destroy the enemy at this point right now anyways. So that is true. That is definitely true. Do I put Piccolo on top of Broly? I don't know. I really don't know right now. Agreed, super duper something. Neutral take, none of these units have dropped a number or fell off. It's just units have gotten better. Yeah, that's usually how it does go. A lot of the time, that's how a lot of things go. Yes, that is true. That is true. Broly does have more categories than Bulma, but Bulma you can literally just chuck onto a team. Bulma doesn't... How many times did the Truth and several other players just chuck Bulma onto a team just for her support, just for her damage reduction, just for her... Like, she just provides enough to the team that people don't care if she's actually a part of the team. Like... Like, she doesn't need to be on the category to care. Bulma is her. Yeah. That's the thing about Bulma. Bulma is the exception to the category rule half the time. Though I will say, with the Dismal Future Red Zone, people were not as lax about doing that anymore. People were definitely not super lax about just chucking Bulma onto there, because she was taking damage. Bulma was taking damage in the Dismal Future Red Zone. She was starting to take damage. I feel like top 5 will just be that Z tier. That's possible. LR Bulma support is extremely valuable, but Bulma on her own is a crazy defense unit and at least can be competent offensively as well. Exactly. And it's that right there that's literally made Bulma arguably up there on #1 above Piccolo, or is above Piccolo. I mean, I think even the Truth said the Orange Piccolo is the #1 still, but there's so many arguments to putting Bulma up there too. Broly is good. I don't know if I'd put him in #1 status above them though. He is an auto win card though. Orange Piccolo, auto win. LR Bulma, auto win. Broly, auto win. GT Bomb Duo, not an auto win. Not an auto win. You would think so, but they're not. They're not an auto win. They have to build up first. And there are times if that bomb does not get built up enough, if the GT bomb doesn't like get built up effectively enough and doesn't crit, the amount of times I've chucked that frickin' Spirit Bomb and it hasn't killed, the amount of times the GT Bomb has not killed is just absurd. It's just so absurd that how many times that bomb is not crit. #1 could be shared, yeah. Oh yeah, if Bulma had Scouter, she'd be God. She would be the goddess. What is a global sync? The global sync up is when JP and Global will have characters and everything will be officially synced up. We won't be waiting any longer. But it should be around Worldwide Download Celebration this year. So in September. By September, Global and JP should be synced up. I would just argue that #1 is interchangeable with these three, and that you can't really drop them, but you can't really put them above one another. Like, they themselves in their own right are just crazy. Orange Piccolo is like the most solid super type unit that you can just chuck onto a team. He guards and he has absurd amounts of defense. He's doing tons of value. He's giving key support. The freaking the giant form. In a way, I would say Orange Piccolo is like the best super unit here, or like the best super type of offensive unit. No. I wouldn't say that either. I don't know where I'd put Gogeta. I don't know. Where would we put Gogeta? Gogeta's tough to place. Like, Gogeta's very tough to place. Because he doesn't transform for a couple turns. But when he does transform, he's just godly. And then he's recovering constantly. He's just dodging. He could potentially auto-crit. Yeah, it's really hard to say. I'm really trying to think about it. Like, this dude transforms turn 5, and it's just over. Is it turn 5 or is it turn 4? Hold on. 4 turns since appearing, so it'll be like turn 5 by the time that he can transform. Man. Gogeta is like between number 1 and number 2. Gogeta is 5 easily. Blue hard carries. This is true. All our global foresight is lost. I mean, yeah. He is better than Vegito in my opinion, yeah. Gogeta is definitely better than Vegito right now, for sure. How would that work? Would every banner unit would be in a banner? So yeah, so basically, come worldwide download celebration that we normally share anyways with JP, we're just going to be officially synced up, and every new release is going to be out on both JP and global at the same time. By the time it hits September, both global and JP are going to have synced up characters, except for a couple things. Global is still going to have their global first stuff. They'll have their global easy A's. Like, we're still getting a global first easy A this year. $3 million attack stat isn't even a number to me. If a unit doesn't hit at least 8 million attack stat, I don't even give a crap about their damage anymore. Like, if a unit's damage is less than 8 million, it's not doing any damage. It's just not doing damage. It's just really not. I'm pretty sure we're still getting our global first stuff, yeah. I'm not sure if after the sync up, but they already said that during the Battle Hour thing. I think it was during Battle Hour. They already said that global would be getting another global first this year. I don't know about next year, though. Yeah, we all want to get 3 million power level. That's definitely a thing. Appreciate you, Get Up. Appreciate you, dude. I just recently recovered from being sick, so first stream in like 2 weeks, but I usually stream every single Saturday. Every Saturday I usually stream, dude. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a good day and a good night, man. I know we were getting global first before the anniversary. Yeah, we are. So we should definitely get an easy A. I think it's always just going to be easy A's now. Like, every time there's a global first, it's just always going to be an easy A. And I think JP should get that easy A probably around... Probably right before... Yeah, probably right before worldwide download. The link level rubbish is just boring, so I'll take my time. I mean, you can take your time. It definitely helps a lot, though. Like, it helps at an absurd amount for hitting 3 million. You're a Link level demon bringer. You never stream or do contact, but put my summons. Everybody loves summons, Scythe. Everybody loves summons. It's the one thing I won't do. As much as I love Daddy Gogeta, number 2 doesn't feel right. Yeah, but number 1 doesn't feel right either. I'm gonna be real. Gogeta doesn't feel like number 1. He just doesn't feel like it. He might be in like Z tier, but I still feel like the use of Piccolo, Bulma, and Broly are just straight up more. You have done everything. Yeah, I get that, James. I definitely understand that. I've pretty much done everything as well. There's very little else to do, especially on global. He's definitely in Z tier, yeah. But that's the thing, is like he just doesn't feel like putting him up there doesn't feel right though. That's the thing. It doesn't feel right putting him up there. How do we feel about I'll put him up here in Z. I'll put him up in Z. But only because it's not right that he should be at number 2 placement outside of like the OP tier. I'm not really sure what to call it. But like he doesn't deserve to be down here. But at the same time, I don't feel like he's necessarily up here right now. Like I do and I don't. I need more time with him. But I'll put him up in the Z tier. I'll put him up in the Z tier. How do we feel about Future Gohan? Future Gohan has been all over the place. Like, Future Gohan's been everywhere. It's that inner circle. Z tier is the popular crowd. Z tier is the popular crowd. Z tier... Z tier is like your buddies with the truth and nanogenics. Like, Z tier is the truth, nanogenics, yeah, pretty much. Like, that's what I feel like Z tier is. Like, you're so freaking good that you just default good. Nobody can question you. Anytime someone questions the Z tier, you're wrong. You're just wrong. Future Gohan is perfect at where he's at. Remember to like the stream and sub if you're new. I appreciate it if people feel good enough to like and subscribe. I will be putting out more videos again. Just gotta catch up. Catch up. Love Future Gohan. He's the only unit that showed me love during Worldwide. You were asked by someone, why do you always run Bulma? Because Bulma's that good. James, you're still salty that he took the LR Carnival Goku Black. I got no comment on that madness that took place during the worldwide download of 2023. I have no comment on the Goku Black shenanigans. I have no comment on that. Carnival Goku Black feeling devious. with his 2 easy A's helping him out. Just how bad intelligence tier Goku Black Boy. He was mostly highly anticipated villains easy A. Yeah. I'm sorry. This isn't their placement that I have them at right now, but this is right now where I feel comfortable. Like, I feel comfortable with this at the moment, the way it looks. My issue is with 4th and 5th place right now. 4th and 5th place have it rough. I feel like 4th and 5th place have it really rough because it's like, you know they're good, but, and they're at the top of whatever tier list that they're on. Respectively, respectfully, Boo Duo does not deserve to be here. I mean, anyway, LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. You gotta judge. I'm not high on him. I'm not high on him either. I'm really not, James. I'm not high on Super Saiyan 4 Full Power Goku either. I love his animations. I mean, he's got a bomber OST. But at 55%, he's just very underwhelming. And that's the other thing about a lot of these units is, like, a 55% run with some of these units is a completely different scenario than with a rainbow. Like, a rainbow of these guys are just, they're all in a different league. Super Saiyan 3 Goku better than... No. I disagree. At Rainbow, full potential, ideal team, no. Full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku tanks. He obliterates with the damage. He's just too good. He's just too good. I don't feel like STR Ryukin is better. I don't. I've had my time with that STR Ryukin, and he's good. You know, that counter goes off and it feels fantastic, but if you don't kill the freaking boss, then problems persist. I've had a lot of instances where STR Ryukin just was not cutting it. Like, he just wasn't cutting it for me. I've had a lot of instances where he's just not cutting it. So I have to disagree personally. I feel like he's good, but I don't think his usefulness outweighs what full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku can at his peak. I don't. Ryukin doesn't dodge, you're dead. You're just dead. He will get you killed if he doesn't dodge. He will get you killed. Full power Goku at all points of time, pretty much past turn 1 shenanigans, he's pretty much fine. Like, full power Goku's pretty much fine no matter what after turn 1. Pretty much. His slot 1 performance is good at Rainbow. Anything below Rainbow, and he's suffering. Like, anything below Rainbow on full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, you feel a little bit off on his defense. Like, you need that maximum amount of start of turn defense. You need the previous build up from the last turn. Like, turn 1, no. Turn 1, slot 1, he's questionable depending on the boss you're fighting. But once he's built up, once you get him to actually transform, it's game over. So I guess you would not recommend getting him with coins for the first copy. If you get full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku with coins, that's fine. At least you have him. But in my experience, when I run a full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku team, I am like reduced to the point of almost trying to float off my 55%. My 55% just struggles. And the difference between my 55% and the Rainbow Friend is just like, he's not able to carry the other one hard enough. Like, 55% hurts. It really does. It really hurts. Getting him to transform, I don't think it's the hardest thing. I have no issues with the Rainbow Friend. A Rainbow Friend does gloriously. He does amazing. He tanks very well. But it's just like, it's just shy enough. It's just small enough at a 55% one that start a turn defense and the buildup is not fast enough and he just gets you killed. But if you got him rainbowed, he's fine. As soon as you get him rainbowed, he's fine. Maybe 2 dupes? I don't know. I don't know about 2 dupes. Maybe 2 dupes is fine too, but it's 55% full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku is rough. If I made this list on a 55% basis, if I made this list on a 55% basis, if I made this list on a 55% basis, yeah. If I made this list on a 55% basis, yeah. 55% basis, I'm dropping stuff all over the place. Like 55%, we're having a completely different conversation. Completely different conversation. 55% is just a whole nother conversation, I'm telling you. Like 55% matters. It matters a lot. Having dupes is just sometimes mandatory for some units. It just is. It's just the GT, the 8th anniversary units, 55% is not good enough. It's not. It's enough to get you by, but it's bad to the point of where you have to protect them. It's bad to the point of where you have to float them off because you're not safe with them. It's just rough. It's rough. I'm telling you, it's rough. 55% life is rough. 55% life is rough. Saying a unit is only good when transformed should be a good thing, like with Goku and Gogeta. It feels like they are transforming. The thing is like, if you judged a lot of these units based on when they transformed, instead of basing them off of their, like, overall, I mean, we had this conversation, I already said this before, but World Tournament Goku would skyrocket up there for me. Because he'll have guard, he has a literal 1 million defense marker, he's he's doing crazy amounts of damage. Like, World Tournament Goku at his peak is very good still. Like, the same thing with, like, Omen Goku. Omen Goku with 77% chance to crit, 77% chance to dodge is just absurd, along with the damage he already has. Like, if he skipped the build-up process, he'd just be absurdly insane. Like, he'd just be insane at his peak. But you can't judge him based on that. You have to judge him based on the team that he's on. He's got to be judged based on how quick it takes to actually get built up. There's just so many things to take into consideration. There's a lot of things to take into consideration. But yeah, GT Bomb Duo, like, is good, but at 55%, they feel underwhelming as heck. Especially if that bomb doesn't go off well. If the bomb doesn't go off well, then, I mean, and doesn't kill, then, I don't know, I feel like you wasted the revive almost. If you ran a double GT Bomb Duo, you better be going for the Spirit Bomb with the Rainbow Friend, and your freaking 55% GT Bomb Duo needs to be floated off, and better hope it doesn't eat a super. Like, you can't eat a super, man. You just can't. Yeah, I think Future Gohan is perfect as number 2. Yeah, Fizz God Goku is still very good. Fizz God Goku is still very good, even at 55%. He can still be very good. Some fights you'll really want more dupes just for the little bit better stats, just for the extra chance to stack. But yeah, 55% God Goku's very good. 55% Piccolo's still very good. 55% Hirudegarn's still very good too. I mean, he's just doing his job, which is just building up whatever defense he can and then dodge, 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 dodge. Then when he transforms, he's just crazy. Some units at 55% are just too rough. After having a couple months with Limit Breaker Vegito Super Saiyan 4, I definitely can't put him up on the list. Definitely can't. Like, he can't even be a part of the list, and neither can Z-Bomb Duo either. I mean, Z-Bomb Duo is still good, but they just don't bring enough. They're very peculiar where you want to bring them into, and they're good for what you want to bring them into, but they definitely don't overshadow any of these units. Could you say do its job louder so Akatsuki can hear you? I mean, I don't think Akatsuki knows what a job of a unit is supposed to be, but... I mean, Future Gohan is a tank through and through, and then as soon as his domain goes up, he's just doing tons of damage. Not crazy amounts of damage, but he's doing really good damage, even at 55. Just beat Omega for the first time with Limit Break Vegito's team with only one Whis. Didn't want to lose. Congrats, meme. Congrats, yeah. Limit Breaker Vegito is good. Like, he's very good. It's just when you compare him to the rest of these units, he could just... You could place him better. I would actually argue to say... Ooh. Man, do I really want to have that conversation about Ryuken? I don't know if I want to have that conversation about Ryuken. This dude depends so much on dodging, it's painful. Like, it really is painful. If you don't dodge with him, you're in trouble. And it's not that his leader skill isn't good. I think the issue I have with him is his link partners. I think that's the biggest problem I have with Ryuken. Is I want him to have better link partners. Like, I just want better partners with him. End of Dokkan days, but the gap between Ultimate Gohan and God Piccolo is just sun and moon. I mean, yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, Ultimate Gohan... I don't know how they built them so differently. Normally, they don't do that. Most of the time, when units are released next to each other, they're pretty similar-ish. To the point of where they're not that diverse, but... Piccolo and Gohan were very... they were just two different... They were bred differently. They were just born differently. I mean, you could put Limit Breaker Vegito at top 5 on a TUR list. You know, if we took all of the LRs off this list would look a lot different. I mean, really. Because, I mean, the whole top tier list, the whole Z tier itself is literally just straight up LRs. The only, like, you have to get really high up there. You have to get really high up there. As a TUR. You really do. Like, you have to get really high up there. The only reason Limit Breaker Vegito is so low is because he still wants to have a team that's supporting him. He still wants physical Super Saiyan 4 Vegito next to him. He still wants a grade 8 power friend. You know, a unit can be amazing on its own team. He has the, he's got the same thing about Kaioken Blue Goku. You know, like, Kaioken Blue Goku is great. He's fantastic on a Reps of Universe 7 team. But outside of that, you're just playing kind of devil's advocate with him. It's not the same thing with Limit Breaker Vegito. I'm just saying in concept, like, you want to keep him to his own team. You don't necessarily want to just chuck Vegito onto a team. The damage difference between being on his own team, being supported properly, and then just getting chucked onto a random final trump card team with nothing but a full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku with him is just kind of, it's different. Yeah, it's team restrictions. When I gauge all these units, I want to take into consideration of everything. I don't care that they're God on their own team. That's great. Every single one of these units is God on their own team. There's always going to be that one specific team that's godly with these units. Like, there's always going to be that one team, you know? There's always going to be that instance. But for a top 5 or a top 10, whatever, to be at the top, you have to be good in multitudes of scenarios. You have to be worth using in multitudes of scenarios and content and missions in the game. If there is no reason to use this unit, why is he on the list? Like, that's why I'm struggling a little bit with the Omen Gokus, because Omen Goku's great. Omen Goku's fantastic. You're not going to see him in his absolute best unless you have other Reps of Universe 7 attacking in the same turn. You know, that extra freaking 14% chance to dodge might make or break a whole turn for this guy. That extra 14... Dodge is finicky. Dodge is super finicky. Dodge is super finicky. Dodge is either your best friend or your worst enemy. So, I mean, the fact that this dude has 70% chance to dodge right here, and if he was on a rotation with 2 other Reps of Universe 7s, he'd be at 84% chance to freaking dodge. I mean, that's an absurd amount of extra dodge. For freaking 7 turns, he's basically able to almost dodge anything. But I kid you not when I say that I have seen Hirudegarn, who has a 90% chance to dodge, not dodge. I've seen Hirudegarn not dodge. And when he doesn't dodge, you question a lot of stuff. You question a lot. His ultimate Gohan only hurt worse because Dokkan themselves promoted him in Beast. Yeah, no, it was it was a trap. It was a trap. It's only gotten worse because every other Dragon Ball game under the sun has Beast Gohan, and Dokkan still is the only one that doesn't have a playable one. Legends has it like, what, 2 Beast Gohans? Xenoverse has Beast Gohan. Heroes has Beast Gohan. Breakers has Beast Gohan. I mean, you name it, it's there. Truth has him at 1 on the TUR list. Are you talking about Hirudegarn? Wasn't even mad he wasn't Beast, but was his kit so underwhelming? Yeah, the kit is the problem. I do understand why he's down so low on your list because of the team restrictions. I want to make it very clear. I only lived Omega because I 6 dodged a super. Dang. That's RNGesus for you, meme. Truth has Limit Break Vegito that high. I get it. He has him that high because he is that overwhelmingly powerful on his own primary team. On a 200% Heroes freaking Super Saiyan 4 team where he's got physical Super Saiyan 4 Vegito on the same rotation with him, yeah, Limit Breaker for Vegito is decimating the large majority of the entire game. In fact, I could, you know what? I'm gonna show it real quick. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Let me show y'all real quick here. Let's go into just any one of these like red zones or anything, and I'm gonna promise you, one of the top 10 teams on almost all of the hardest fights in the game, it has Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito as the fastest clearing time because he's just that overwhelmingly strong. Like, let's just go look at Omega. Let's see if anybody managed to beat Omega like super fast. Let's see here. Last one, right on the money. Last one, top 10, 12 minutes, just straight, just bam. That's one already. Most of these other teams are probably gonna have friggin' LR Trio, because the LR Trio is crazy. LR Trio just decimates everything. But I swear to you, literally when that dude released, every single boss fight just had Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, and the dude just wiped it clear. He just went straight through it. Limit Breaker Vegito actually made a joke, a mockery of Zamasu. There's Radokun with his freaking team right there. 6 minutes. In 6 minutes, he decimated through him. Lucid. Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4. Like, don't get me wrong. Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito is crazy. But you run him on a Heroes team. Not everyone can run a Heroes team. You want to... He's very different on his own team. He's very different on his own team mixed with throwing him into a random team. It's a very different scenario. Very different scenario. But I put a lot of stocks in the versatility of a lot of these units. If I can't use these units on multiple teams, I don't like them that much. I can't do it unless they're like on multiple good teams. How fun can a unit possibly be if you can only run them with the same boring, bloody freaking team every dang time? It's just not that. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. I gotta have some versatility. You have any idea how many times I switched up the the scenery of my bedroom when I was younger. I get bored real quickly. You see how many times I switch the layout of my streams? I need versatility. If my units cannot be versatile, I'm bored of them. I don't give a crap if they're the best unit in the game. I could still be bored of them. Hitman, how you doing, dude? How you doing? It's been a hot minute. How we living? I still have a sore throat and I'm making it worse. I'm doing alright, though. How are you doing, King? How you doing, man? Yeah, Meme just beat Omega for the first time. Which is very good. Omega is still very difficult to beat. But yeah, no, Limit Breaker Vegito is very, very, very good. He's a very good unit. I want some more versatility in my units. I want some more versatility. I just want some more versatility. But yeah, it's hard to make a top kind of 5 list with this. It's easier to drink a Gatorade right now than it is to wait for tea to cool down. I can't drink like straight off the pot tea. Like I gotta wait like 10 minutes for it to cool down, or I'm just gonna burn the crap out of my mouth. The Joestar is powered by tea, not Gatorade, sir. That he Meme prayed to RNGesus and he answered is what he's saying. He prayed to RNGesus and he responded thusly. He responded. Bringer, I'm powered by coffee. I think a lot of people are powered by coffee. Straight up powered by the power of caffeine. But yeah, it's really hard to judge a lot of these units, especially for not being on global. I try to run as many units as I can on a private server. Try to really chuck them into events. I do gotta say, Hirudegarn and Ryukin really were some of the most disappointing recent released units that I've had my time with. When they popped off correctly, when they dodged correctly, when you put them in the right scenarios, they were great. But the times that they didn't dodge, Ryukin and Hirudegarn actually, I have everybody knows this. Dodge doesn't like me. Dodge hates me. Dodge hates me. Dodge just straight up hates me. And it's usually I get hit with a frame 1 super and they don't dodge, or I get hit with the super and then I dodge all the normals. I mean, no matter what way you look at it, Dodge just doesn't like me. So when I try out all these dodge center focused units and then they don't dodge, I just question, why did I bring them in the first place? Super Saiyan 3 Goku is definitely more underwhelming. He's slowly gone down for me as the weeks have gone by, which is really disappointing because Super Saiyan 3 is one of my favorite forms. In fact, it is my favorite form. I love Super Saiyan 4 and I love Super Saiyan 3, but Super Saiyan 3 has always been my favorite Super Saiyan form. I just feel like Super Saiyan 3 gets the crap end of the stick most of the time. That dodge can come in handy. Dodge comes in handy for a lot of people. Doesn't come in handy for me usually. At least not on camera. Definitely not on camera. On camera, it dodges. It dodges. It doesn't dodge. But yeah, I mean, I have a hard time placing the rest of these units. I really do. I need to use the freshly easy-aid LR Trio a little bit. Like, I need to really try them out and see how good they are if they don't dodge. Because that's all that they were used for before, was like, if you brought LR Broly Trio, it's because you were trying to get their 7 orbs every single time so that they would auto-dodge. Super Saiyan 2 has been your favorite since either Gohan or Goku versus Majin Vegeta. That's fair. Super Saiyan 2 is a very, very cool form. I don't feel like... I feel like Gohan is still the only one to really give it any character. Like, when you think of Super Saiyan 2, most of the time, like, there is no good representation other than Teen Gohan. Teen Gohan and the Goku versus Vegeta Majin fight is the only time Super Saiyan 2 is really represented very well. But even then, like, Super Saiyan 2 just kind of gets dogged on. Like, Super makes Super Saiyan 2 look dumb. I'm sorry. Like, Dragon Ball Super really just made Super Saiyan 2 look like a literal... it just looked boring. Do we want to count Kefla? No. Because she doesn't even look... she doesn't look unique to it. Like, she just looks like she went Super Saiyan with sparks. She doesn't look like she went Super Saiyan 2. What's up, Blazer? But yeah, like, Super Saiyan 2 is very underdog kind of Super Saiyan form at this point. They don't give it respect. It's very unfortunate. Yeah, you can count Kaba. You can count Kaba. Dropping by after taking a much-needed nap. Took a nap? Nap is always good for some people, as long as you don't nap for too long. I'm having a hard time placing number 3. Like, I just really am having a hard time with a number 3 placement. My ex-friend always loved his naps. I know that feeling of saying it like that. Blazer's always on the grind. That's what I just read. Blazer is always on the grind. You gotta make sure you get more rest, my dude. Naps help in the moment, but they're not naps don't always help, how do I put it? Naps don't fix the problem. It's like a band-aid. You're a tier 1 napper. Yeah, I can't do that. I can't nap all the time. I can every now and again for like an hour, especially this last week or so. This last week or so, I've been having a lot of naps. I will be right back. Appreciate you. Yeah, I get it. Every little nap can definitely help. It's not me. It's napping isn't for everybody. It's definitely not for me on the normal anyways. Yeah. 9th anniversary is really gonna keep throwing more easy A's at us. I'm curious what the part 2 easy A's will be. Because for part 2... What did we get for... No, wait, we still have... What did we get for part 2 easy A's on 8th anniversary? Let's see here. So on part 2 of the 8th anniversary, we had the Kaioken Blue Easy A and then the Teeth Coup or Gum Coup Easy A. Huh. We had Vegito and Super Boo for the part 1. We already got more. We got one additional Easy A already. Who would fit the theme for superheroes? It'd have to be a superhero, though. They definitely have to be superheroes. We're definitely not going to get Vegito and Buhan. No. If we were going to get Vegito and Buhan, we would have got them during the New Year stuff. Right, yeah, the Fizz Super Vegito and STR Super Boo. Yeah, as much as I want the STR Vegito and Boo Tanks, the LR Boo Tanks to Easy A, this is a superhero themed celebration. It's superheroes theme. It's superhero. Well, not superhero, but it's Dragon Ball Super themed. It's Dragon Ball Super themed. So, we could be getting super bosses and superheroes are the ones that we could be getting. Like, anyone from these two categories are what we could be getting for Part 2 Easy A's. There'll probably be another Extreme unit. What is the most likely Extreme Super... or the Extreme Intelligence unit? Not Extreme Intelligence. Why did I say Extreme Intelligence? I mean, this Broly is definitely going to get an Easy A, right? Like, this guy's getting an Easy A. We'll definitely get this. Tech Kale and Khalifa? Okay. I could definitely see that. Where are they on this list? I could definitely see them get an Easy A. They are borderline old enough. I could see it. I would argue that this one right here, this Kefla needs to Easy A first. She's older. She's a whole year older than the Tech Kale and Khalifa. Like, I can definitely see this one easy A-ing. Wow, there's really not a lot in here, is there? Huh. I forgot this hit even existed. I forgot this stupid freaking hit existed. I hate this hit. I hate him so much. He pops up so often, man. That's why a Cell Max would be a good idea to buff the freaking category. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree, meme. The Fizz LR Super Saiyan Blue Goku Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta getting their easy A. Weren't they a Tanabata unit though? I feel like we'll have to wait for that easy A. I mean, we definitely could Blazer. We definitely could get them. Wait, what the fun? Oh, there they are. Yeah, I mean, these guys are definitely an option. They could easy A, for sure. I feel like we'll have to wait until, like, the Tanabata-esque time of, like, June, July. But that wouldn't make sense for global. Well, maybe it would make sense for global. I don't know. Like, they definitely are due for an easy A now. They definitely are. So they are definitely a possibility. Who else? Other than free-to-play units. They could troll us. They could straight up troll us and easy A this Piccolo. Would anybody be hyped over this Piccolo? Would you be hyped for this Piccolo? Power of Wishes got option after option after it came out. True. True. I mean, honestly, there's not too many other options. What other things can even easy A? Did some of the androids easy A? What about this? I mean, there's this 17. This 17 could definitely use an easy A. I feel like... Not them, but I feel like this Piccolo and this 17 are like... They're way too random. You know, like, they'll easy A these fools, like, randomly on some other sub-easy A. Like, that's what they'll end up being. Those will end up being, like, sub-easy A's. As far as, like, a primary unit goes... Is there anything else? Like, as a big unit. Like, I don't see another unit in here that could easy A. Yeah, like, I legit don't see anything else that could potentially easy A. I guess maybe Boo could. This could be the time that Boo might shape up. He could potentially get it easy A, but he'd be so freaking random. All right, Blazer, you have a good day and a good night, man. And even though part 2 wasn't directly related, Spirit Bomb was on Power of Wishes, so there's that. I mean, Power of Wishes was basically a Spirit Bomb themed. So, you've been waiting for that Tech 17 to EZA a while now. It definitely would be random. I just don't know, like, are they really gonna EZA, like, a random sub-unit? I feel like they really need, for Anniversary, they need to give us hyper units, but they did just give us freaking Paragus and Broly. I mean, you can argue Bardock and Gine are hype enough. You can argue LR Broly Trio is hype enough. But nobody asked for the EZA for this guy. Nobody even thought about wanting this guy as an EZA. Like, nobody wanted this. It's a decent, pretty good EZA, but nobody asked for it. Nobody asked for it at all. It's not a bad EZA. They're actually usable now. Like, they're actually pretty good. But nobody asked for it. Nobody asked for it. It's still not a hype unit in my opinion, but it's still good. So, I mean, with that in mind, they could just be giving us any random old EZA that fits the category. Scythe, I have a confession. I asked them. I alone am the honored one. They're okay once you build them up properly. If you build them up properly on the right team, the damage reduction does help. If you build them for full additionals and they build up enough defense, they're pretty decent. They're Pure Saiyan Joined Forces supporter for 50%. That can be useful, especially as a floater. But, I mean, they have built-in additionals. They have 50% additional super right here. They have another built-in additional right here. And then there's the hidden potential. So they could, 1, 2, 3. They could potentially quad super. This unit can quad super. They can quad super. So, I'd say that's pretty good. I'd say they're pretty decent. You just have to get lucky with those additionals. Those additionals have to go off. Like, the difference between, like, this Paragus and Broly is the same thing with the physical Kami Icolo. If you get the additionals off and you build up the defense, they're good. If they don't build up and they don't additional super and they don't have enough defense, they're garbage. It's as simple as that. I love a pleasant surprise. I hate disappointment. I'd say that's a very accurate assumption of what majority of people would say, Scythe. Yeah, I understand. I get you. Okay. So I would say it's pretty likely that these guys will EZA, because there's just not really any other super units other than maybe the Skinny Boo. Yeah, other than Skinny Boo and, like, that Tech 17. I mean, really, there's just not much here. There's just really not many other options left than that crappy Piccolo. Like, there's just not very many options left for the superhero side. And then as far as super bosses, yeah, once again, there's just not much. The crappy intelligence hit. Yeah, I think that's it. Other than free-to-play units, that hit That's pretty much it. There is no other ones that could really, other than Kale and Khalifa, but they're not extreme types. They could definitely easy A though. I could definitely see it happening. I could see it for sure. Who doesn't? All right. Well, it's 10 o'clock for me, guys. Although I've had a couple breaks, my throat's really kicking it. I've had 2 Gatorades and I'm almost done with my water already. So my throat's kind of parched. Do let me know what units you guys are going to guess that the next Easy A's are going to be. I would say pretty right on the money right here with this Goku and Vegeta. I can definitely see them Easy A'ing. And then this Kefla is what my money's going to be on for the next 2 Easy A's. I can definitely see it for these 2. For sure. For sure. But anyways, guys, thanks for coming back out and hanging out with me. Returning after being sick for over a week. I do apologize for the wait. I'll try to get as many videos as I can get out during the week. And I got some more that'll be out tomorrow for some of the Easy A's. And yeah. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you all for joining me for the stream. It was a nice little chill stream. Nice little comeback. Appreciate you all. But thank you, Hitman, Scythe, Meme, Bringer. Let's see here. Who else was here? Blazer was here. Me, it's pretty much just been us. It's pretty much just been us this whole time. Super Duper something. James. Get Up was a new guy from earlier. Appreciate you. And we had a lot of people in the beginning. I saw Akiru for a little bit. Saw him pop up. But anyways, guys, thanks for joining in on the stream. I'll be making sure to stream again next Saturday. And yeah, I hope you all have a good day and a good night.